So it's time for shoulder day, boulder shoulders. Today we show you 5 exercises you probably don't know, but you should try for your shoulder workout. To change things up, to try new things, and don't do always like arm holds or shoulder press, stuff like that. Try new things and reach your goals. So the first exercise we try today is
a handstand push-up. Exercise 1. So, because it's quite a hard exercise, as I was saying about the progression, you want to start off slightly easier. So the best thing to do is actually start further away from the wall, so slightly a bit more like an incline press. And then as it gets easier, then you're going to move your hands closer and closer to the wall. But you're not going to get right up against the wall, because then you'll be thrown off balance. When your feet are up high, you might end up falling backwards. So make sure there's a nice little gap between yourself and the wall, so you have a safe distance. And I was saying with the range of motion, we're going to start with, we're just going to do it on the floor. So obviously when Felix comes down, his hands are going to be to the side of his head. If you wanted to make a deeper range of motion, obviously make the exercise harder, you can have plates or something either side of your head. So when you come down, you're going to get a deeper range of motion. So Felix is going to demonstrate.
That's right, hold it.
And it's as simple as that. So obviously he's in a handstand push-up. He's got a nice gap between his hands and the wall. His feet are back to stabilise him against the wall. Comes down, deep breath, and presses up.
Exercise 2. Okay, it's time for exercise number 2. Something for the front delts. You probably know the delts consist of 3 heads, like the front, the middle, and the back delt. Now we want to show you exercise to change your exercise up, or to mix exercise up for your front delt. It's a variation, or like a superset. So you start with your face to the bench. So the position is that the end of the chest is on the end of the bench. Probably around what feels comfortable for you, that's important. And now you go all the way up as far as you can. Hold it or squeeze it on top, maybe for 1 second, that you don't do it with a swing. So do it controlled and slow. You can do like 10 or 12 reps like this. And after that, you directly change the position, turn around, go with your bag on the incline bench, and do another front raise. But it's like a different angle. And the thing is, you probably heard about strength curve. It's easier, here it's easier to go on top, and it's hard, the beginning of the movement is harder. And the other way around, it's harder to go all the way up, and the beginning is easier. So then you have both aspects in your training, and it's good to finish up your shoulder workout with that superset.
Exercise 3. So the next exercise we're going to do is called an external rotation. So a lot of the time when people start in the gym and they think they're warming up their rotator cuffs, when you see people doing things like this, is doing absolutely nothing whatsoever for your rotator cuffs. You're effectively just holding a bicep curl in an isometric position and moving back and forth. So that does absolutely nothing. This exercise we're going to do now is really good at increasing the strength of your rotator cuff muscles. So that's the muscles that are going to keep your shoulder nice and healthy, because everyone's always injuring or damaging their shoulders from all these pressing movements. So Felix is going to demonstrate. So we're going to put one foot on the bench with our knee nice and high. We're then going to rest our upper arm or our elbow on top of our knee. And as you can see then, we externally rotate, hence the name external rotation. So obviously this exercise can be done on a cable machine, so slightly different. You can also pull the elbow tucked into the body and rotate out with a cable, because then the force is pulling inside. So we go all the way down and all the way up. So this is going to keep your shoulders nice and healthy. As I say, everyone's always injuring their shoulders, and after using years of training they get lots of wear and tear, because most people don't train their rotator cuffs, and if they do, they're not training them properly.
Exercise 4. Now we do a breast exercise, but we change it up a little bit. So the first difference is that we have a flat bench. Often when you do a breast exercise on an incline bench, you have a decrease, and therefore you press a little bit with your chest. The reason why you do it now on a flat bench is that you actuate more your side delts, and work more with your shoulders and less with your chest. Yeah, Justin showed you how the exercise works, and what is very, very important is that you have a straight back, that you don't get injury in your lower back. And next thing is you can do, that's the next variation, so it's not a super new exercise, is that you, like you can see, that you turn the dumbbells a little bit in, so you can focus more on the front delts and the middle delts, and yeah, it's a good way to feel the muscle. So give it a try, and the rep here you can go a little bit heavier, but don't go too heavy, because otherwise you risk injury. So because you have all the weight on your lower back, and yeah. Another difference is that you are not able to bounce. So when you do a military press standing, you always bounce a little bit with your quads and help, and here on the bench you can't do that.
Exercise 5.
Time for the last exercise. The fifth exercise you should definitely try in your shoulder workout is muscle snatch. Justin will show us that exercise. It's a little bit complicated from the technique, it's not that easy, but you definitely should try. It's like a clean and snatch, but you do it like without the momentum, you do it slowly, so slowly and controlled. Important is that you bring your elbows high, as you can see on the next rep, here all the way up the elbows, and then you, the last way you press it up. Yeah, it's an important exercise for healthy shoulders, and it's definitely an exercise you don't see always or every day in the gym. And about the weight, it's not an exercise where you can go very heavy, so probably an empty bar is enough. This bar is like 20 kg, but you definitely can go lighter if you have never done this exercise before. Yes, you can see Justin's not training the first time in his life, and yeah, just give it a try, and Justin will do another 100 reps, and
That's enough about that.
and then it's time for some food.
So that concludes our shoulder workouts. That's those 5 exercises that you should definitely try. Some really important exercises in there for shoulder health, which is the main thing for me when training shoulders, is keeping them healthy. So how did you find some of those exercises?
Yeah, great exercises. Justin showed us again some great new exercises, techniques. I could show you some exercises, you could show me some exercises, and like we already said in earlier videos, it's important to change things up, and yeah, not only healthy, also to make them grow.
Definitely, which is the main thing.